Hello, committee members. Thank you for allowing us to present these courses, which we have 8 for you to review. So here we have the Likert form for DISC 5170. In Korean, this is Spiritual Formation 1 in Korean, and we do have a recommendation from Bong to accept this course. I'm trying to get to the end to show you the final comments. I will have these emailed to you as well. Okay, so even though it's not filled in there, he is recommending. The next Korean course is, I'll just go ahead and bring it up while we're looking at it. HIST 5200, History of Christianity, Early Medieval. And this is also being recommended for approval. So there's your Likert. And what I'd like to do is, on behalf of Bong, is to read his email here. I personally highly commend the works of Dr. Jong In Choi, History 1, and Mr. Shin Ra, Spiritual Formation 1. Dr. Choi is a graduate of our seminary, has taught the course for us for a long time, tirelessly translated tons of Dr. Parker's materials. He did an excellent job in making his work compatible to the original one. Also, Mr. Ra, who is in the final stage of his PhD study in Nobits in preaching, is extremely faithful to the English version. I wholeheartedly recommend their works for approval. The next 2 courses are Spanish courses, and we have THEO 5300, CIS Theology 1, translated. The design assistant here would be Fabio Castanelos. Dr. Warren has compensated him directly, so we will compensate Dr. Warren. He recommends approval of this course, and we have also Systematic Theology 2, which Dr. Warren, same setup. Fabio has done the translation work, overseen by Dr. Warren, and we have a recommendation for those as well. All right, the next course is Introduction to Hermeneutics, and I have it pulled up here for you. This is a course revision. And first of all, I just want to show you how I have revised this course. I have revised it into parts following the major textbook we use, Grasping God's Word. So there is a video that introduces each part that I've added music and a little slide that comes in there, 3 seconds. But I've put animations in on these videos so that as I talk about each part, I go through each unit and tell them what's coming up in the unit. Okay, and you can see that. And so I'm using Camtasia here, the same program I'm recording for you right now. Cut that off. You see that works. What I did, the major revision for this course though, each part has a video. You can see there part 1, part 2, part 3 video, and it introduces these units. And in each of these units, I want to get a good one here. What I have done is, let me open unit 3 and give it a moment to load there. Each unit has its objectives, then the chapters they are to read, and then I have inserted PowerPoint with audio. So every week they're getting at least 2 hours of audio lecture, and in some weeks up to 4. So you can see in this unit 3, we're still in the one textbook. But if I go down to, let's say, when we get to the genre, I'll just open up the New Testament. Take a moment here for it to load up. But when they get to these sections, we are in 2 textbooks now, and there are 3, sometimes 4 audio PowerPoints in each of these units. So as far as our ATS standards, this really is getting class time built into the course. So I have a combination of video introductions to each part, and then for each week they're getting 3, sometimes 4, and there's even one week where we go up to as many as 6 PowerPoints on these Old Testament genres. And so each of those takes about an hour of lecture. And so I think we have a really nice upgrade to our hermeneutics course, which everybody in the seminary takes. And so I want to recommend it to you for approval. All right, committee, this is NTGK 6317, Advanced New Testament Greek Exegesis in James. This is a course revision, and I wanted to show you an example of what I've done. Again, I've worked all semester on this. I have all of the units over here on the left-hand side, and I went in and added video for every one of the homework sections. So what they're getting, I actually wrote the textbook on this that we use, and so they go in and they download the lesson here in the digital file, okay? And then I withhold the answers on adaptive release until after they have been able to work through the Greek. They have to take it and phrase it and give semantic functions and do their translations, parsings, and the workbook exercises. And then toward the end of the week, after they have turned their homework in, I release the video, and I used Snagit for this. And so you can see that I'm phrasing out the exercise for them. We do the Greek here. They have to come up with a sermon outline, and the video is running. I think the audio is turned down on it, but they have to phrase out their Greek. Then they do a sermon outline, and they have to put in semantic functions for each line of Greek. So that helps them in their exegesis. So anyway, I have video every week, content video every week, plus the lessons. Now there is one other thing I have added here. I set my workbook up to do Greek review, and each week we review one lesson from the grammar. I have included from my Introduction to Biblical Greek, whatever review PowerPoint is being covered that week, I have included those into this course. So in essence, they get an entire review, a little bit each week, of every chapter from their textbook that they took Biblical Greek. So it's kind of serves as a dual purpose. It's a review, and it's also translation, exegesis, all the way from Greek Bible to the application, production of a sermon, a biblical sermon. So I would recommend approval here, and I also have begun something else. I'm starting a file showing students how to do word studies and basic language helps with accordance software as well as Logos. And I am including those in all of our exegetical courses. And so that's another addition to this work. So I recommend approval of this course. All right, the next course committee is THCM Level College Course 2300, Christian Doctrine. This is a course originally was going to be developed by Dr. Edens, and with his new responsibilities, he's handed this over to Adam Harwood. Adam has been teaching the course, and we've scored it, and it is a complete course. There's the Likert that I filled out that you have in your possession. And also, let me pull this Likert off there. He has his videos, and Adam has a number of these have come from some of his books, but you can see he has his systematic presentation of all the theological areas in Christian doctrine, and he has videos are in each of these units, and all of the pieces are there, and I recommend approval of Adam's course for Level College. Our final course today, committee, is DISC, Lifespan Discipleship, and proper course loaded here. Alan Jackson's name is on it, but Reinhardt is the developer. So that threw me for a second. Okay, we have, it's a good looking course. You can see the units are 8 units for fitting in the new 8-week courses for Christian Ed. She has videos loaded. She has her PowerPoints, Blackboard, quizzes. All the working parts are there, but she needs to add the introduction videos, and she's working on that. So you'll notice on your Likert, I have recommended approval of the course because we have students registered in it. It has to go forward, but I'm recommending we withhold payment to the developer until she completes this work for us, and at that time I'll be happy to send that around to Margie for her to get paid. Okay, so now you've had a look at all of the courses and the recommendations for the 7 courses. We have 2 Spanish, 2 Korean, 2 revisions, 1 level college course, and this graduate level course for education. I'm recommending approval of all of the courses. The only caveat to that is when the developer for Lifespan Discipleship gets her introduction videos recorded, then I would recommend we pay her at that point. So we can move forward with these upon your approval, and if you would just shoot me an email at cprice@nobits.edu. Let me know your disposition on these, and I have emailed the Likerts to you, so if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask, and I will answer so the whole committee can see the thread, and you will have access to me for any suggestions or concerns that you might have. So we place these into your hands and look forward to hearing back from each of you. Thank you very much.